Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today, we are continuing our Los Angeles Angels franchise series. Now, if you have seen episode 2, this is now episode 3. Let me just start off by saying, 3, 2, 1. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today, we are continuing our Los Angeles Angels franchise series. Now, I know you're thinking, Greg, this isn't the record you started off with in episode 2, or ended on episode 2. What happened? Well, the reason why there was no Angels franchise this past week, or last week rather, is because apparently the audio in the recording got effed up. Apparently, I somehow muted myself for the entire rebuild, or the audio just got cut. I don't know what happened there. And last time we left off, I think we were in like mid-May at the Marlins series. And last episode, I did the entire month of June. I even did half of all of July, and you guys missed it. So we're going to be recapping everything that happened. We are currently, excuse me, I hit the wrong button there. We are currently at the trade deadline. I've already planned some trades. We will be making some trades here in this episode. But we got to recap what happened. So we were in like third place at the end of episode 2. And now that I have simmed, we are currently last place, 13 games back in the division. And then we are currently 11 games out of the wild card. So it's probably going to be, we're probably blowing the team up here. Now, I did the draft. I'm going to go over my draft picks because you guys didn't see it. But we're going to start off by, I put people on the trade block. We're going to look at the trade block. I should have showed that last episode. We're going to make some trades here. But as a guy, I need a recap because there were some major trades that happened in the last episode. I have to show you this. If I can go to transactions completed. We're going to go to trades. So we're going to start all the way back. I'm going to recap all the trades right here, right now. So I'm just going to go down to the bottom. I'm going to recap every trade so that way you guys know what trades, because there were some major trades that happened. So Paul Sewald is going from the Guardians to Nationals for Kevin Made. Ezekiel Duran going to the Guardians for David Fry. Braves traded for Miguel Rojas for Jared Kelenic. Justin Topaya is going to the Yankees for Scott Everflus. Orioles traded for Luis Garcia for Dean Kremer. Royals acquired Sean Reed-Fulling for MJ Melendez. He's kind of nothing. Josh Bell goes from the Guardians, or Nationals, to the Guardians for Brito and Doug. Mets, of course, acquired Mitch Keller for Francisco Alvarez and Clay Holmes. The Twins traded Michael A. Taylor for Marco Rayer. Diamondbacks acquired Matt Burley for Tommy Henry. Tauchman from the White Sox to the Yankees for Carlos. Padres traded Pavin Smith for Jason Adam and Brandon. The Angels, so this is where we made our first trade, because Kenley Jansen, I think he blew a game, and I'm like, you know what, I had enough. We'll go over that trade more in full, but we traded Kenley Jansen for Cade Holton. I'll explain why in a minute. Hunter Harvey went from the Royals to the Astros for Zach Cole. Yankees traded for Jose Alvarado for Ben Rice. I don't remember that. We were looking at Ronnie Mauricio when I last hit. He ended up going to the Astros for Luis Garcia. Tigers go after or acquire Trent Thornton for Joseph. Mariners acquired Sosa for J.P. Crawford. So J.P. Crawford going back to the Phillies there. The Royals acquired Jake Murzik for Beck Bade. Mariners acquired Janimar Candelario for Johnny. Whatever. Royals acquire Anthony Bednar from the Marlins for Andrew. The Red Sox acquired David Bednar for Ronald and Luis. The Brewers acquired Cal Cruncher for Jefferson Carrillo. That doesn't make no sense. Padres acquired Joey Lopefidio for Boston. Nothing trade there. Yandy Diaz goes from the Rays to the Twins for Brooks Lee and Diego. Joey Bart goes to the Mets for Ryan Clifford. So, Pirates trading one of their catchers. Brian Reynolds from the Pirates goes to the Royals for Frank something and Drew Waters. I don't remember that trade. We had a big trade on my birthday, matter in fact. The Red Sox trade Jarren Duran for Spencer Shilawakaba and Raisel Iglesias. When this trade happened, my jaw dropped. Man, I could not believe that trade. Yankees acquired Andrew Heaney from the Pirates for Alexander Vargas. The Giants acquired Lawrence Butler for Heliot Ramos and Jordan Hicks. Cubs acquired that guy for Moses and Owen. The Orioles acquired Brady Singer for those prospects. Royals acquired Eli White for Cam. Cam Smith got traded to the Nationals for Stone Garrett and Cam Fisher. What a dumb trade there by the Asterix. Lamonte Wade goes from the Giants to the Yankees for Chase Hampton. Guardians acquire Jonathan India for Kyle Manzaro. Man, some of these trades are, wow. Profar, Mr. You know what, we're not going to do that joke. Profar goes from the Braves to the Twins. That makes no sense. O'Neal Cruz got traded from the Pirates to the Rangers. Nathan Lau for Jordan Wicks. That's what the Cubs get. TJ Friedel from the Reds to the Cardinals. The more I'm looking at these trades, the more they're not making sense. Miguel Andujar goes from the Athletics to the Padres. That is all the trades. Some of these trades are like, what the F? I need to see the Royals roster right now. Did they really get Brian Reynolds on this roster? Let's see. Bobby Witt. They did get Brian Reynolds. Wow. Wow. Now, the Red Sox, right? Now, again, Garrett Crochet and Tanner Houck are both on the IL because I have injuries on. He's out for 1 to 2 months, right? And they got Raisel Iglesias, and they traded for David Bednar. Like, what? And then they got this 24 stud of a pitcher, but they lost freaking their young stud, Jared Duran, who was on the Braves, and he's killing it. He's 26-88. I mean, is what it is, the trades and whatnot. As far as our roster go, I'm not going to go too over much stats. Kikuchi, he's on a losing streak. He's 9-6, but he's going up. I'm not going to go over the roster. So what I think we're going to do now, chat, JD Davis is hurt. I'm going to now go over some trades that I had made, and I'll give you my... Oh, wait. I got to go over the Cantley Jansen trade. Hold on. So the reason why we traded Cantley Jansen, he sucked. His pitch mix wasn't good. We traded him to the Cubs. Now, at the time when we made the trade, the Cubs were battling... I think they might have been in first for the NL Central. They're now in second. But, yeah, Cantley Jansen there to the Cubs. We did trade it for Cade Horton. Now, Cade Horton's 23, B potential, 59 overall. It's no guaranteed he's going to develop for us, so it could be a meaningless prospect for a decent pitcher for the Cubs. And I think ever since we traded Kenley Jansen over to the he was an all-star. I think ever since we traded him over to the Cubs, his stats have kind of gone up. I guess his ERA kind of jumped, but it was a prospect that could develop or may not develop for a guy that's 37 making 10 mil, and he's 37. So, I mean, it worked out for us. I think he's doing good for the Cubs. The Cubs are battling for the division. We'll see how that affects them. So now that's the Kenley Jansen trade. That's why I made it. So let's make some trades here in this episode. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first trade, and it's a big one. I know what you're thinking. Greg, this sounds not realistic, but hey, listen, the Red Sox, you guys have to realize the Red Sox are the idiots in this situation. So the trade, let me go over it. It's going to be George Clausen, 68, 23 overall, or 23 years of age, my bad. Nelson Rada, 19 years, center fielder, and Taylor Ward. Now, Taylor Ward's having a really good year. Problem is he has 1 year of arbitration left. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, Greg, you're trading for Roman Anthony. Damn freaking right. He's 6'9" overall, A potential, 20 years old. Greg, why would the Red Sox do it? Well, here's the thing, guys. The Red Sox are the idiots in this situation. They traded their 26-year-old left fielder, 88 overall left fielder, for a starting pitcher. They're the idiots. They gave up their left fielder. Hey, we're like, hey, Red Sox, you want Taylor Ward? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Well, Greg, Taylor Ward's 31, B potential, 82 overall. You telling me... Oh, I backed out of the trade. That's my bad. You're telling me you want to roll into the playoffs for the Red Sox with Rob Russlander and Yoshida? I mean, come on. They can't field. These guys can't field. I mean, the Red Sox are idiots. We're giving them a guy who's playing really good ball. It is what it is. Now, the only problem with this trade, was it? No, it was Nelson. The only problem with this trade is the budgetary gonna work? No, it was George. The only way this works, because I wanted Garrett Whitlock for this trade to make the money work, but we'll see if it goes through here. Here we go. Will it go through? It sounds like a good deal to us. We will accept that trade. Roman Empire is now in LA. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have acquired the Roman Empire onto our team. That was our first trade. I'm so excited we got him on our squad. Our next trade is going to be for a catcher here, Henry Davis of the Pirates. We are going to be giving them Kevin Newman. Now, I know what you're thinking, Greg. Kevin Newman, this guy sucks. Well, apparently the Pirates want a second baseman, shortstop, and a third baseman, okay? Kevin Newman can play all those positions. So, yes, they have Nick Gonzalez, who's 25. Yes, they have Jared been cooking. He's having a decent year. They have Cabrian Hayes. He's been doing all right. They have Malcolm Nunez, the prospect. Isaiah Clafaleo having a really good year with them. They also have this guy, 24, who's having a really decent year. I know. The Pirates apparently want second, short, and third. And I'm like, hey, Pirates, Kevin Newman. You're probably thinking, Greg, Henry Davis is 25. Why would the Pirates give him up? Well, I'm glad you asked that answer. They have 23-year-old Francisco Alvarez that they made with trade with the Mets. So he's pretty much going to be playing there, if they pay him, of course. He'll be playing there his entire career. They also have Andy Rodriguez, who's 24. He's also very cheap. They have Jason DeLay, who's their oldest catcher. They have this guy, Moses, who's 21, coming along good. They have this guy, I don't know how to pronounce it, and they have Ronald. So, Henry Davis, the Pirates seemingly don't want him, I guess. I don't know. Why would they trade for Francisco Alvarez if they believed in Henry Davis? They're getting a guy, a second, a short, and a third baseman that can play. We're clearing 2.8. Henry Davis. Welcome to the Pirates. Pirates sounds like the good deal to us. Henry Davis is now an Angel. All right, ladies and gentlemen, another trade here. We're going to be giving up Reed Detmers and Sandy Gaston for Edward Cabrera. Now, I know what you're thinking, Greg, why did the Marlins give up Edward Cabrera? He's been killing it for him. He's a 78 overall. Well, last week when I was doing this, when I thought I was live and I was discussing the trades with the YouTube crowd, he was on the trade block. I thought. I could be wrong. But he's not on the trade block no more, so I don't know what the Marlins did in a week. I don't know. It seemed like the Marlins didn't want him. That's why I was making the trade. And clearly, I guess they want to keep him all of a sudden. But I feel like Edward Cabrera, he's struggling right now, right? He's got a 3.12 ERA, 4.5 last year, 4.24, a 3.0 2022, and he had a 5.81 ERA. His career total is a 4.0 ERA. And it seems like the Marlins are not going anywhere, okay? Reed Detmers has been struggling for us, too. He is a 5.40 ERA, 6.7 ERA, last 2023, 4.4 ERA, 3.7 in 2021 or 2022, and then a 7.4 ERA. Reed Detmers is struggling. He has a career ERA of 4.93. I feel like a change of scenery is needed for Reed Detmers. It's a lefty. The Marlins currently have one lefty, Braxton Garrett, in their rotation. I feel like now Edward Cabrera's another lefty they could add. Oh, they also have Ryan Weathers. But, we're going to go for Edward Cabrera. He could seemingly use a new change of scenery. Reed Detmers can use a change of scenery. And we're also giving up a prospect, Sandy Gaston. So, I mean, hey, if the Marlins want it, if they can develop him. Now, I get it. The Marlins have a shitload of pitching. But, hey, maybe the Marlins grow the Sandy and they develop him, get a bat for him. It's a win-win trade, I feel like. The Marlins getting a new guy. We're getting a new guy. A change of scenery is needed. We're going to send that through. The Marlins like that trade. So, Edward, welcome to LA. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have another trade, and it's a kind of a big trade here. We're going to be trading Robert Stevenson, Kyle Hendricks, and Oral Vera, second baseman prospect, for Evan Carter. Yes, chat, Evan Carter. We traded Taylor Ward to the Red Sox, and we got the Roman Empire. We need a left fielder. And we're making a trade with our division rival in the Texas Rangers. Now, the Texas Rangers need a starter, and they need a closer. Chris Martin's 38. He's going down. Okay? Let me show you the standings. The Rangers right now are third place in division. They're 4 games out in the division. They are also 2 games back in the wild card. So the Rangers are trying to make a push this year. So I'm giving them a closer that's 32. And ever since Stevenson came up, he's been doing really good for us, a 2.3 ERA. So he's doing really good. since we called him up. Kyle Hendricks having a really solid year, 2.86 ERA, and he's 5-5 on the year. Good whip. He's doing good. And we're giving him a second baseman prospect here because I have a lot, to be honest with you, we have Ren Frahillo. I may pay him. We'll see. We also have Christian Moore. We also have Ketchup. He's the potential, but it is what it is. We're giving up a second base. I hate to do it, but like we need a left fielder. And Evan Carter, he's 22 at B potential, 73 overall. He's having a somewhat decent year with Texas. Now, why would Texas make this deal? They're getting a closer who's been very solid since we called up. Kyle Hendricks having a really good year, and a second baseman prospect. And when I go look at their second baseman, they do have a lot of young second basemen. I mean, they have Cameron Cawley and whatnot. They have Justin Foscue. But again, they could trade that. They could trade a second baseman and maybe go get what's their position of weakness right now? Probably a more bullpen help, or maybe go get a right fielder because Adolis Garcia is getting up there in age, right? But yeah, they have O'Neal Cruz. But they also have Wyatt Langford, okay? Wyatt Langford is an 85 overall right now. They do have Jock. It sucks. I don't know if he plays right for him, but he's on the trade block. They want to give him up. I'm willing to take him. I think Evan Carter could be a really nice left fielder here for us. And right now, the Rangers are trying to contend. The Rangers are trying to win a World Series, man. And they kind of have a really old bullpen, man. Holy moly. Again, Verrera could be traded for bullpen help if for needed. I like this trade. It sucks that we're making, and it's probably unrealistic, but with two division rivals, but we're going to trade. The Rangers like it. Evan Carter is now an Angel. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another trade, and we're trading once again with the Boston Red Sox. We're going to be giving them this prospect, Sammy Nutrell Jr. Yes, he has the potential, but we're going to be gaining Garrett Whitlock. Now, you're probably thinking, Greg, why do the Red Sox give up Garrett Whitlock? Well, yeah, their pen's very weak, but oh my God, they have so many lefties. Holy moly, maybe this doesn't make sense. I don't know. But I'm helping the Red Sox clear some budget. They have 1.53 of budget. I take away Whitlock, their negative budget. This is to help the Red Sox clear their budget. We wanted Garrett Whitlock. It's a prospect for a guy to help clear the budget. So let's welcome Garrett Whitlock to the Angels. You can call it unrealistic. The Twins want to improve. We're going to get Austin Martin here, another left fielder who's in AA, AAA. I mean, again, he's been a hype prospect. I think he was very hyped in the draft. He's struggling right now. He's a 63. So, again, this is boom or bust. This is to help the Twins try to contend. Vasquez is having a real piss-poor year. Donardo, 72, but he's 36. But he's having a better year than Vasquez. We're just going to take Austin Martin there. And now we have cleared more budget. Alrighty, our next trade and probably our final trade here at the trade deadline. We're going to be shipping Tyler Anderson off, who's he's having a decent year. We're going to ship him off to the Baltimore Orioles, who they need starting pitching help. And yeah, they need starting pitching help. They have Bradish, Elfrin, Rodriguez, and Brady Singer. They want someone probably better than Tyler Wells, or maybe they want to put Tyler Anderson in the pan. Plus, that's a lefty, and they don't have any lefties in their starting rotation right now. And we're getting prospects back. I mean, we're up this. Rosny Castandra, he's in AAA right now. He's 25. We're going to be getting a shortstop in Carter Young, 24. We're going to also get a third baseman, Max Wagner. And listen, I know I haven't showed you guys the draft picks, but I did draft a lot of starters. So you're probably like, Greg, you traded all your starters away and whatnot. I understand. We did draft a lot of starting pitchers. That's why I'm getting rid of these guys and trying to get other prospects. Now, again, prospects are not guaranteed to grow, but we'll see if they grow. We're going to send that trade. That is our final trade. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we started the episode under like $10 million in payroll. I have now gotten us up to $56 million in payroll, so that gives us much flexibility as we can. Kikuchi, I'm not going to trade him. He's doing really good. And plus, I don't think it makes sense. I think we should be stuck with that contract. Jorge Soler is another one. I'm just going to keep him at this rate. He's having a really solid year with us. Might as well keep him. Because now we are young. Now, the only problem is Mike Trout. He's not getting any younger, but we've certainly gotten younger. So, Mike Trout, we're not trading him. We're stuck with him. But we have gotten younger. Edward Cabrera. Who else do we got? We got freaking Cade Horton from Jansen. We got Henry Davis. Who else have we got? We got some prospects that don't need to worry about. We got Evan Carter, Austin Martin. We still have Joe Adell. We still have Mickey Moniak. I'm just going to keep him. We do have the Roman Empire. Could he be the next Mike Trout? I mean, we have gotten younger, and chat, you're probably like, Greg, those trades may have been not realistic. Maybe they aren't realistic. I don't know. Again, I do these franchises for fun. We're last place in the division, so we had to get younger there. Those players were old. Now we have some prospects. We have some young guns on our team here. So we're going to advance today. Auto fix everything. And today we have a contract extensions. Am I going to pay Luis Renfroe? I think I am. I think I'm going to give him a 2-year deal worth $20 million. I'm fine with that, and he's going to accept that offer. So I am going to pay Luis Renfroe 2 years, $10 million. I mean, we could also trade him if we need to. I like him. He's been really good switch hitter. He's having a really solid year. Hopefully we can have good years with Mr. Luis. So I might as well just pay him, and there's no one else we're going to pay. So we are now going to play our first game. We're not going to... Wait, sign draft picks? Okay, no. Okay, I thought we could see the draft picks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Los Angeles Angels have made some improvements. We were the most active team at the trade deadline. We're going to hop in. We're going to quick manage the game of the against the Chicago White Sox, who we played in the beginning of the year. I am not going to play the game unless it's close. So Los Angeles fans faithful are like, man, we have traded all of our talent away, but we got young prospects, and now we got a nice, bright future, hopefully. So Jackson get the start here. I don't know why Austin Martin is here, but hey, we'll give him a look. If he struggles, we'll send him down to figure it out. But the new look batting order is going to be Luis, Austin Martin, Mike Trout, Jorge Soler, Zach Nato, Makata, Odell, Nolan, and Logan Hoppe. I think this is the lineup against lefties because Evan Carter can hit righties. I think that's why Austin Martin is here, because he can hit lefties, I guess. I don't know. But we're going to send it. Here we go. Jack, pitch, fly out, error, great, strikeout, and a pop-up. Here we go, Luis Renfroe. He's going to strike out. Austin Martin, his first at-bat here in the MLB. First at bat with the Angels. He's going to get a single. Mike Trout, the fish, strikes out. Jorge Soler, he strikes out. All right, that was nice hype. Jack's going to give up a single. He's going to fly out, pop up, and a caught stealing. Zach Neto, he's going to get a single. Makata, he's going to get an RBI double. Joe Adell, he's going to fly out. Nolan is going to get hit by a pitch. And Logan O'Hoppe, he's going to get on base from the air. Luis, we paid him, and he's got the sac fly. Austin Martin strikes out. Damn. All right, Jack, 2 runs in that inning. You fly him out, you strike him out, you single him, and you pop him out. Noah Schultz versus the Trout. He's going to strike out. Soler's going to strike out, and Nito's going to ground out. Jack, nice 4th inning there. Here we go, Yohan Makata. By the way, Noah Schultz, 5-1? Wow, he's having a really good year. He's 21. Makata, he's going to hit a bomb! Joe Adell is going to ground out. A single for Nolan. A walk by O'Hoppe. Renfroe is going to get someone front out. Austin Martin's going to ground out. Maybe he should go back to the minors. Jack, get me through the 5th. He does. Caught stealing the fish. Jorge Soler with a home run. 4-0 Angels. The new and improved L.A. Angels are cooking with some gasoline. Nito's going to force a pitching change. We're going to get him the ground out, though, Sally. Jack, you give up 1 hit, you're gone. Ground out. Pop up. Ground out. Nice inning by him. Joe Adell, Justin Anderson. Do we want a pitch hit here? Justin Anderson is a righty. Do we want a pitch hit for Mickey Moniak? Yes, we are. Mickey Moniak, get your ass in. He flies out. Nolan with a walk. Logan Hoppe strikes out. Renfroe, who we pay the contract extension, does nothing. Jack, a hit. You're out. 7 innings from Jack. I love to see it. Do we want to pitch it? Yes. Give me Evan Carter. He's going to force a pitching change. He's going to have to... Oh, ready? Evan Carter, first at bat is the Angels of Papa. Trout with a flyout. And now we will go to a pitching change. Who do we want to go with? Let's go with the new guy. Actually, it's a lefty. Never mind. We'll go with this guy. There we go. Strikeout. Double. Yeah, nice job there. Here we go. Nito strikes out. Makata flies out. A walk by Mickey Moniak. Stolen base. No one can't drive him in. We have lefties. I'm just going to pitching change. We're going to go with, Let's go, Jose. Pitching change, fly out, strikeout, and the ground out. And your Los Angeles Angels, the new and improved Los Angeles Angels, are going to win 4-0 there. I love to see that from this new team. Here we go. White Sox again. Bases loaded. We're going to simulate the end of that. I want to see these draft picks. Can I see these draft? Yes, we can. All right. So here are my draft picks I have made. First round, we took Nicky Hinton. I love him. Okay, there was like 5 other prospects we were considering at our number 2 pick. We took Nicky Hinton, a lefty, B potential, 72 overall, 84 potential. You know, I wish I was sorry it was in the 90s, but Nicky Hinton, 72, he could be realistically starting on this roster for us next year. I do like the pick. We're going to see the other draft picks. Or the other draft picks we could have. Billy Beck, 21 B potential, 62 overall right now. He'll be starting in Double-A. I really like him. I think he's going to do solid for us. Another nice starter we can add. We have Shane Bassett, 22 overall, or 22 years old, 63 overall. He has 89 potential. So these 3 starters, man, could be nice. They could be nice for us in the future. That's why I kind of gave up a little bit more starting prospects, because I think I had a feeling these guys were going to be good. David Tanaka could be the DH of the future. He's 63 right now. He's got good pop. He's 23. He's got deep potential. I do like him. I think we may be able to grow him to being our DH of the future. We'll see about that. Felipe Leon, 18 years old, 66 overall, C potential, not bad. His pitch mix is a little weird, maybe. I don't know. But again, 18 years old, we could probably develop him. Percy Sandoval, a relief pitcher, 22 overall, 59 overall, 22 years of age. I don't know why I keep saying these guys' age is overall. 79 potential. He's probably going to be starting in Double-A. Paul Graham, the third baseman that the Reds took first overall, is 95 potential, but he's 64 overall A potential. Now, I do want to see Ray. Ray has 94 potential, 64 overall A potential. This was a guy I was not high on. I did not like his power, but 94 potential, not bad. And he's 19. I'm trying to find these prospects I was looking at. Was I looking at Luis? Maybe I was. Did I write him down? No. I'm just going to try to find all the prospects. Well, the Yankees drafted Johnny Gorman, 18 years old. Was I looking at him? I may have been. 97 potential, but he's 18. Damn, we could have maybe won him. I don't know. Ford Linder. Was I looking at Ford? No, I was not. Simon McCarthy. Was I looking at him? No, I wrote down some prospects. I'm trying to find where they are. I forgot where they went. Steven Ortiz. There's Nicky Hinton. Where is my guy? Oh, was I looking at this guy? This guy, I think I was. No, I wasn't. Oh, this guy. Kevin Singleton. The Mariners took him. He's 21 with B potential. I'm telling you, I'd much rather have. I mean, he was not. What was it? Where are the? Okay, Kevin Dingleson. Oh, motherfucker! Damn it! We could have had Kevin Dingleson. I was looking at this guy. He is 18 years old, 79 overall, 99 potential, and I passed on him. Oh my god, I'm the biggest idiot in the planet, man. Oh, imagine Kevin. We would have had a starting center fielder for the time of this entire franchise. I feel so stupid right now. Yes, I like Nicky Hinton, and I think he's going to be solid, but oh my god, I'm so pissed at myself that I passed on this guy. He could have been playing next year. We could have maybe traded away Mike Trout and put him in right. God, now I'm upset. Doug Beasley, who I was looking at for the Mets, drafted him. Yeah. Damn, I'm so pissed with Kevin Singleton right now. Oh, Ryan Pesky, who the Nationals took. I believe the Nationals took him at number 1. It wasn't the Reds. I thought the Reds had number 1 for some reason. Ryan Pesky goes to the Nationals. He looks pretty solid there. And then there was one more guy. It was a second baseman. Man, I know. Derek, I'm so pissed at myself. Where is he, the second baseman? Hold on. There was a second baseman. Oh, it was this guy, Estevan Alia, 77 potential. He's 74 overall. This guy looked pretty solid, but dude, Kevin Dinelson's going to haunt me for the rest of this 5-year rebuild. At least he goes to Miami and not like the Rangers. But hey, we had a good draft class. I'm kind of upset that I passed on that guy. It is what it is. Here we go. Back to the Angels and the White Sox. We lose 6-9. Tampa, we lose. Oh, a 2-0 win. And we have a chance to walk it off with Logan O'Hoppe. Let's do it. Logan O'Hoppe! He's going to drive that to left field. That's going to get down. Trout's going to score. And Evan Carter's going to score a 2-run RBI double for Logan O'Hoppe. Petey Fairbanks. Nolan Schultz! That is out of here! No, it ain't! Mother of Teresa. We were early like a bum. Oh, damn. Nolan is going to pop that up to the center fielder. We will tag with O'Hoppe, and he will be there at third. 2-1 to Nito. Going to pop up Nito. Drop. It will not drop. Second out in the 8th. Well, we're going to send O'Hoppe. O'Hoppe, get on that horse! Oh, I thought I could get there. Oh, well. I thought I could get there. We're going to return to the sim. And the Angels are going to pull off the victory. 3-2. Juan Washington gets this group going. What an electric win there for your Angels. Kikuchi against Reese Olson, I think it was. We win 4-0. Matt Manning, Jose, 1-3 loss. Casey Mize versus Edward Cabrera. He's 7-8 on the air. He loses 4-8. Yamamoto, Seth Seal. We're gonna simulate the end. We're not trying to be better than the Dodgers right now. Roki Siaki, Jack, and Garrett Whitlock, the new man. Let's go in and try to shut this down. All right, top of the 8th, Whitlock. Oh my God, no way. Whitlock's gonna be a double. That's gonna tie the game. Garrett Whitlock, Austin Barnes. That's gonna be a 3-run RBI, clearing the bases in the top of the 8th. Fungus in this episode, and that's going to be a ground ball. And that's the second out. Damn. All right, here we go. 0-2 to Hassan Kim. Whitlock's going to get on the K. Can the bats get going in the bottom of the 8th and win this game? Here we go. Return to the sim, and we cannot. The Dodgers are going to pull up the 5-4 victory. All right, we are on a 4-game losing streak. Shohei Ohtani versus Kikuchi. Autofill all. 8-5. Good. We end the losing streak there. Suck on that, Ohtani. Anthony Rendon. He's going to go on the 60-day IL. Here we go. Jeffrey Springs, Jose. We're auto-fix all 3-1. 2-game win streak. JP Sears versus Jose. We're going to simulate to the end of that. 2-1 victory. Chase Steele, Jordan Hicks, 3-6 loss. Hunter Green, Jack. We lose 1-5. I don't know why all of a sudden it went to blue. Reds, Angels, 8-3 loss. And then we have Alexis Diaz. You know what? Let's try to walk it off. 3-2. Alexis Diaz. What will he do? I don't know. He's going to throw it, and it's a walk for Jorge Soler. Makata! He's going to pop it up. We're going to send this guy to tie it. All right. Will he go home? He will be in. And it's a 5-5 ball game now. That's a ball. 3-2 count. 3-2 count. Runners will be on the move. Evan Carter, what are you going to do? Here we go. We're going to take that. That's a walk. Bases back again loaded. 170 batting for Mickey Moniak in runners in scoring position. Mickey Moniak! That's why he sucks, dude. Batting 170 with runners in scoring position. And now we go to the top of the 9th, tied up at 5. Can this pen get it done? Ellie De La Cruz, 5-5. Top of the 10th. Ben Joyce, give him a fastball. Come on, Ben. He's going to swing at that. 0-2. And there we go. Ben Joyce gets him swinging at that. 3 pitches, 3 outs. And the Angels will go to the bottom of the 10th, trying to win it. Yohan Makata, of course, the Reds take the advantage. Evan Carter, 3-2. Evan Carter. Why would I swing? I'm a crouton-looking shit. Why would I swing at ball 4 like an idiot? Mickey Moniak, here we go. He's going to ground it. We will move the run to the third. Damn, terrible. And he's going to pop up, and that will be the game. Oh, the Angels. We are falling apart. We're finishing the year. That's the plan. All right, here we go. Chicago Cubs, Kenley Jansen chance at revenge. Cabrera, Johanna, 9-2 victory. Jameson, Sefseal, 2-5 loss. Jack Steele, it's a 1-4 loss. Here we go, the Texas Rangers, Evan Carter, chance at revenge. Cody Bradford, Kikuchi, 3-9 loss. Serrano, Tyler, 4-2 victory. John Gray, Cabrera, 8-4 loss. We go to Houston now. Hayden versus Sefseal, 12-4 victory. Framber versus Jack. We lose 1-0. Final game in April, Kikuchi, Hunter Brown, and we lose 6-3. It is time for September call-up, so I'm going to call up 2 random guys. All right, I just called up 2 random people. I think I called up I'll show you, honestly, chat. Victor Gonzalez, we called him up. Why not? And then I called up Kyron Paris. It doesn't mean nothing. We're 58-78. The season's over. We're 30 games below 500. Here we go, Javier Soriano, and we're just going to sim. We lose 3-4. Oh, great, 2 weeks. We'll just go activate. Why not? Here we go. Cabrera, Alec Marsh, auto fix all. We lose 2-4. Roman Anthony. We'll go auto there. Seth Lugo, Sefseal, Luis Renfri. Oh, great. Oh, great. It's 9-4 victory. Jack versus Cole Roggins. All right, auto utilize him. Roman Anthony's no longer injured. Good. Kikuchi, Bido, 0-5 loss. Great. Soriano Severino, 3-6 loss. Springs versus Cabrera. Sodell's going to be out 2 weeks. Freaking great. 3-2 victory. Sefseal, Chris Paddock, auto fix all. Jack versus Joe Ryan. I'm just going to simulate to the end. We win 6-4. Kikuchi, Pablo Lopez. We're going to sim to the end. 4-5 loss. Logan Gilbert. We win 10-4. Cabrera, woo. Bases loaded. You know what? Let's try to win it. All right, Soler, top 8, 1 out. Soler power, baby. Ball. Soler, that's gonna get down. We're not gonna send anybody. 1 run will score. 1-0 Angels. No, Makata. No way. I'm talking shit about him. Is that gone? It's out of here. No, it's not. I kid. I was lying. Well, it's 2-0 Angels. I'll take it. All right, Austin Martin batting 143. Austin Martin, no way, no way, no way. All right, I thought we had to do something there. 2-0. Come on, CPU, shut it down. And the Angels and Ron Washington are going to walk out of Seattle. 2-0 victory. All right, 2-0 victory. Chase, Sefseal, Bryce Miller. We're going to lose 5-9. Jack for Castillo. We're going to simulate to the end. We lose. Great. Auto. Now we go to Milwaukee. Aaron Savali, Kikuchi, 9-3 victory. Joe Adele was hurt. Okay, I didn't know that. Jose versus Cal. Auto fix all. 1-3. Freddie versus Cabrera. Again, I'm going to simulate. Cabrera is hurt. Lovely. Like to see that, man. He pulled his back. 6-5 victory. Oh, great. Another guy hurt. David. Carson versus Sefseal. 1-5 victory. Or loss, excuse me. Jaden Hill, Jack. 3-6 loss. And we are 75-75. We lose 6-1. Kansas City, we beat them 4-3. Alec Marsh versus Cabrera. We lose 3-8. Seth Lugo, Sefseal. We're going to enter the game, I guess. And I'm going to swing at that. I said fastball high and in. And that will be the second out in the bottom of the 10th. Mickey Moniak going to be late getting there. I thought it could get down, but it doesn't. We lose 6-4. All right, our final series of the year. Spencer versus Jack. Let's try to shut it down. All right, top of the 9. Ben Joyce, Isaac Perez. That's a strike. 1-0-1. Here we go. Ben follows it away. 0-2. Here we go. Final pitch potentially. And it's going to be a pop fly. No one's going to get there. And your Angels will hold on to a 2-1 victory in their final series of the year. All right, second to last game, Framber versus Kikuchi. I'm going to simulate it. 10-9 loss. If we have a critical moment, I will enter it as our final one. Hunter Brown, Jose. It's a 11-2 loss. And unfortunately, we finished with a 67-95 record in our first year here in the Los Angeles Angels franchise. Here are the playoffs. So the Orioles and the Twins got the 1 and 2 seed. So it looks like Donato helped the Twins there. Asterix and Detroit meet in the wild card. Yankees and Cleveland also in the wild card. Over the NL, you got the Dodgers and the Brewers. The Cubs and Diamondbacks and the Phillies and Mets meet in the wild card round. So here we go. Let's go over some stats. Kikuchi, 12-11 loss. Kind of disappointing the way he started. Thought he could be a Cy Young candidate. Had a 3.86 ERA. Not bad. Kikuchi did not have a bad year. With the money we paying him, that's what we need. Jose Soriano had a really bad year because he had really 2 solid years. Had a really disappointing year for us. Hopefully, he can improve next year. Edward Cabrera had a 3.6 ERA with us, or this year. So he had a career year. When did he come? So I'm assuming 8-4. That was August. He had some tough outings. Wow. Tough outings, man. But he had a really good year. Hopefully that goes into next year. Jack had a really solid year. 3.56 ERA. He did not do too bad. He did really decent. He allowed 183 hits, 75 runs allowed, 70 of them earned. Not bad for Jack. Hopefully that's improvement. Chase Sefziel, I don't know what I want to do here. Or Sifsef, whatever his name is. I'm a real disappointed. He has had a real 2 disappointing years, huh? Caden Dana. I don't know why he got Major League time, but hopefully he's going back to AAA. Samuel, I don't know why some of these guys came up when they did. I don't know. Ben Joyce is slowly emerging. He might be our closer for the next couple of years. He had a real 3.69 ERA, but he's going to be really good. He's going to be really good. Jose had a decent year. Wish we had last year, Jose, but it is what it is. Victor Gonzalez had a 1.26 ERA when he came up for us. He'll probably be here. Hans had a real shit year, if I'm being honest. I think Hans might be on the move, if you ask me. Garrett Whitlock had a 3.81 ERA. He came here, in his appearance didn't do too bad. That's his recent games. Brock Burke, I don't know why he got called up. I don't know why Ronnie Costanjas was on here for us, but holy moly, he had a 1.91 ERA. Holy crap, Ronci Contreras might have just earned himself maybe a spot next year. We'll see how he does in spring training next year. But holy moly, he comes up and have a 1.989, 1.86 ERA. If that's the shit you're 1.91 ERA, if that's the shit you're gonna do, I'm gonna keep you. Logan Hoppe had a real decent year, but again, he had a 240 average, on base percentage, 341, 434 slugging, 748 OPS. Logan Hoppe, man, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Henry Davis, in his games he played for us, didn't do too bad. I mean, he has a 2.4994 ERA in the 14 games he played this year, so good for him. Nolan Schowell, by the way, he was our all-star. He had a really good year. We got 2023 Nolan, but he played more games. So, I mean, hey, I'll take that. Nolan had a really good year. I'm loving that. Good average, good on base, good slugging, good OPS. Love that. Ryan Noda had a really good year with us, too. I like these two as our first base duo. But do we maybe pull the trigger on Vladdy Daddy? I don't know. We'll see in free agency. So OPS, slugging look really good there for Noda. How about Renfroe? Had a solid year, but he's going to need to be improved if I'm paying him $10 million a year, if I'm being honest. Maybe we overpaid. I don't know, but he's the second baseman. Christian Moore. I'm going to need him to develop because I kind of want to move on to Renfroe by the end of Renfroe's contract. Moncada had a real solid year. I don't know if I bring him back. but he did have really good, solid numbers. We'll see if we bring him back. J.D. Davis. Rendon, unfortunately, Rendon, he's got 1 year left before he can move off him. Zach Neto had a disappointing year, if I'm being honest, but I'm looking at his average, but he's grown. I like that. Zach Neto has grown. I love to see it. Scott Kindry, his time he played was all right. Not going to crap on the guy. How did Paris do in his time here? He only got 2 games played and didn't get a hit. Lovely. Evan Carter had a real decent year. I think he did pretty well. 400 against KC. Yeah, wow. Milwaukee had a good game. Yeah, Evan Carter, I think he's going to be a nice future piece. He's 22. We'll see how he develops next season. David, Austin Martin. He bat 145. Yeah, he's not playing in the majors next year. He needs to go down. I don't know. Joe Adell had a solid year, I guess we could say. He had a 641 OPS. Nice from Joe Adell. I like seeing that. Mickey Moniak had a real strong year this year. Like to see how Roman do. Well, we don't get to see how Roman did, but he's up to a 70. I think the plan for Roman, I think we keep him in AAA for the time being. Mike Trout. Mike Trout stayed healthy. He played 138 games, and he did not bad. He had an all right season. I mean, it's a little disappointing from your best player, but, he had a good year. Jorge Soler had a really good year. I'm glad I didn't trade him. I think Soler is going to be nice to have him. I think it's going to be nice to have him as our DH next year. So I think what the plan is, chat, in this episode, we finished the year. Let's go. We've also made some major trades. This team is very young right now. There's some veterans. Look at the core. When we started, it was just Neto and Ohapi and Soriano. Look at the core we have and Adele. Shout out that guy. You got William Contreras. Shout out that guy. And Ben Joyce. Now we have a core group of guys. We have Soriano. We have Cabrera. Jack had a good year. Chase Septiel. You have Dana. You have Samuel, right? Ben Joyce, Ohapi. You now have Henry Davis inserted in that core. You have Nolan. You have Christian Moore. You have Nato. You have Evan Carter. You have Martin. You have Adele. You have Roman Anthony. We have gotten younger. We have gotten younger. That was the primary focus of this video. We got younger. Yes, it sucks that we cleared payroll and we got younger. We were terrible. We were the last place. We were last place in the AL West. We 67-95, and we're not competing right now. If we want to compete, we had to get younger, and that's what we did. Anyway, chat, I'll go over the awards. I'll go over some statistics. We'll see the playoff in the next video. Next video for Angels franchise, it will be the off-season plus some spring training. And then, spring training and off-season next episode. That was the trade deadline. I'm sorry again for the audio fumbling. That's my mistake. I shouldn't let that happen. We went over our draft picks, made some trades. Think we could call it an episode. So if you have enjoyed, hit like, hit subscribe. Hit like and subscribe and motivate me to keep doing this. And man, a lot of promise here in Angels franchise. I'm excited for the offseason. Trying to make some depth for this roster here, I guess. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I will see you. Have a good day. Have a good night, of course, depending on when you watch the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm out.